Hey, this is BlindFox. Welcome at my Ration review. Please support the channel. Please subscribe and please donate on patreon.com. So today this is the lunch portion of our RationTech 24-hour MRE. This is the tactical ration. This is a 3,200 kcal ration. And it's menu number 1. This ration has been packed in 2022 and expires in 2023. So the reason for the expiration, I think, is that some of the components are a bit older. This one, I think it's a 2021. One of them are, and this stuff has a 4-year shelf life, so they can use it for 4 years. Making that I think this one, so that this ration is still valid for a year after the expiration date on the outside of the package, because there's nothing else I can see that will limit the expiration date of the packaging, except if it's one of the main meals. So every main meal does have an expiration date, and the package date is just not very clear on here. I can't remember what the weights are of these. I can't find it anywhere, but I might just have... Hey, I found it. So this is a 400 gram meal, which is quite nice and large, and it is a biryani chicken. So because of that, I chose the raisins, because the raisins sometimes go good with a Near East, Easternish style dish, which this is. So besides from just eating this, if there's no Ziploc here throughout the day, you can of course mix some of it with your biryani, and we will try that as well. We're going to do the orange drink. This makes half a liter. There's also another, still 2 black teas we could have done, and there's a pineapple drink. But I've decided not to review the black tea now. I can just review it because it's the same type, just at dinner. We've got salt and pepper if we need it. I rarely use salt and pepper in these rations, but some people, I don't really mind the salt content in my food. I don't mind. I normally use a bit less salt than other people when I cook, so, or when I like food, I very rarely add extra salt, so I'm not going to add it, but there is salt and pepper if you want to add some stuff here. We still have got some Super C's, but the Super C's mainly look the same as those at breakfast. We also have got these little Ciboral gums, which I'm not going to review because it's just normal gums with different flavors. It's just normal, whatever type gum this is. Some of the South African gums can be a bit strong depending on the flavor. I think this looks like wild cherry, and it's a nice cherry flavored gum. So I'm going to mix this, as I say, half a liter of water, and I'm gonna heat this up. They don't have any ration heaters. They do have a little stove kit, which is this one. There is nothing, of course, to heat, so you have to have a container to actually heat this. We do have some moist towelettes, which everybody knows how it is, and the South African ones are quite nice and sturdy and quite wet. So I'll go and prepare this, boil this for about 10-20 minutes, and make this in half a liter of water, and I will be back. You get the raisins. There's about 60 grams of them, and it's sort of an assortment of little sun-dried OR and what do you call it, that has been treated with sulfur. Just nice regular raisins. They are loose, they are not sticking together, quite nice. And well, I will just do the orange as well. You can make this as strong as you like. Half a liter is a bit strong for me. I would add more. This doesn't claim to be orange juice. It does taste, of course, sort of like a fake orange, but it's a nice, it tastes like cool drink or any other Gatorade type of orange energy drink. And here we've got our star of the dish, or the thing, the chicken biryani. You can see there's rice, there's beans, I think there's potato, there's other stuff as well. There's huge, large pieces of real chicken. Not really hot, flavorful. The rice, of course, very soft because it is in the pouch of the meat. The meat pieces, big, chickeny, maybe a bit dry, but the soft rice helps with that. What you can do is sort of squash your meat pieces beforehand. I didn't do it here. Then your sauce gets the time to sort of percolate into the meat, and it is not, you don't get a huge dry piece of meat. But this is real chicken, not prefab. You can really taste the meaty structure of it. It gives the dish a good structure. It's sort of maybe a bit cuminy, slightly, not really hot, but very flavorful. But what it needs actually is something sweet. Since they didn't give us any chutney to put in here, which would go excellent with this, I'm gonna chuck in some raisins. A lot of South Africa's, some of the curry dishes or curryish, Easternish dishes or Malayan dishes and stuff in South Africa does contain actual raisins. We've got a thing called bobotie, where there is actually raisins in there as well. It does give a little nice sweetness to this, and if you actually heat this in a microwave, you might pop the raisins in there beforehand, but the raisins here will not be heated. Then it will sort of get soft and absorb some of the sauce. So let's taste. Now the raisins in there, you have the sort of curryish biryani taste, spiciness, and then you bite into sort of a sweet raisin, and it just gives it that little bit of sweetness it actually lacks, which goes excellent with this. So if you ever have a biryani or actually any curry type dish, especially if it's from Malaysian or something origin, but any curry type dish will do, just pop in some raisins in there or use some chutney. It will go excellent with this. So that was my quite short little lunch. Well, not so short little lunch video. So what did I think about it? The raisins, just normal raisins. You can eat this on the go or put it in your food. The orange, that is a fake orange taste, but it doesn't claim not to be. It's just sort of an orange cold drink taste, not bad. And according to me, you can add more water to this. They say 500 mils, but I would, for me it's about 750 I like to add. I think a liter, it's just too much water here. But even if anything between a liter and half a liter is, I think, a good measure to use of this orange. The good thing about a strong orange or a strong cold drink is if you've got funny or sort of your metallic or a lot sort of blackish water, the taste of it, it will cover it up nicely. And then we get our main meal here. I liked it. The chicken might be a bit dry because it's real chicken. There is, I think, some carrots in there as well. There is some beans in there as well. There's potato that I tasted. You can see there carrots. There might be some peas and some sweet corn in there as well. I would mash up the chicken pieces, as I say, just to make the sauciness of the rice go in between it. There is a structure given to this dish by the chicken and some of the vegetables, or the beans anyway. The other stuff is a bit soft, but that is a good thing because it means that this dish actually can be eaten cold as well if you don't have the time or resources to heat it up. In the past, before they started mixing their rice and their dishes, the rice had a good structure, but you could not eat the dish cold. You had sort of a solid rice which just didn't mix cold well with the food. In this format they adopted lately, this is possible to eat this dish hot or cold. The structure is fine. So this is our review, and this was the lunch portion of the RationTech 2022 24-hour tactical ration pack, 3,200 kcals, and menu 1. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go and donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next ration review.